My name is Justin, and this is Ryan, and he's my right-hand man, and my sidekick. And we're in a band together. Not that kind of band! The kind of band that has performed thousands of shows all over the world, including 3,000 shows on the Las Vegas Strip. Not that kind of Vegas, this kind of Vegas. Now we turn our attention to doing good in the world, spreading our love, and inspiring others. So, welcome. Welcome to our world of chaos
and kindness.
You were late. On this episode of Chaos and Kindness, we traveled to Oklahoma to help an amazing family in need, show them some inspiration, and it's a story you won't want to miss.
You always see this stuff on TV and you never think that it's gonna happen.
But first, we pulled the ultimate prank on our good friend and bandmate, Tony.
I'm dead serious, I'm not kidding.
I'm sweating, I'm nervous.
So let's get started. This is Tony. He's one of the best roller skaters in the world, a good friend of ours, and a proud member of the Recycle Percussion family. His role in the show is to dance, skate, smile, and basically just enjoy himself. Until today. And what Tony doesn't know, we're about to throw him the ultimate curveball. Tonight, we have an absolute sold-out show in Seattle, Washington. What Tony doesn't realize, we're gonna challenge him to perform the hardest part of our show and what made us famous on America's Got Talent, and we like to call it ladders. What makes this routine so difficult? First, you have to be able to play drums.
I don't play drums.
Secondly, you have to be able to climb a ladder with no hands.
Yeah, no hands though, no hands.
And then you put 1 and 2 together, you have to be able to play drums and climb a ladder at the same time. Oh, and jump off backwards, catch drumsticks, perform in tempo, and he only has 2 hours. Good luck, Tony.
So today I am learning how to do ladders for the first time. Justin wants me to do it today. We're gonna see how this goes.
So today I have convinced Tony he has to perform ladders. Now ladders are like the hardest part of our show. It took an incredible amount of time to learn.
Just fell. He fell off the ladder.
He didn't fall off the ladder.
That one didn't hurt, no. Yeah, that one didn't hurt. I mean, I'm always confident. It is, you know, there's always that what if factor.
Right out of the gate, we started overwhelming Tony with instructions on how to play the ladders just to see if he could handle the pressure.
Just keep your arms straight.
Rotate, go under the ladder, come out, and go back around that way.
Because you have to go up single footed.
Under, then up. Remember at home, this whole thing is a joke. He's not really gonna play.
When Tony said he wasn't very good at playing drums, he was very, very correct.
2, 3, go! Go,
Oh, my drumming is trash.
No sense of rhythm.
No rhythm at all.
The biggest challenge in the ladder routine is when you're throwing drumsticks 30 feet across to each other on stage. This is what it's supposed to look like. And I present to you the Tony version. He literally missed every single drumstick. Let's run it one time through, all the way through, don't stop. You know how to do the rotation in the middle thing?
No.
He somehow now has less rhythm than ever before.
He looked absolutely panicked the entire time.
He's still dropping sticks.
It's like he had 2 left feet.
He missed his fills completely.
He keeps looking back at Ryan.
He's now hitting the ladder with his bare hands. I don't even know what's going on.
Right now, I don't even know, like, what they do.
He seems pretty confident.
Okay. Okay. It's not awesome. It's not really.
What?
It's not.
Your face is. All right.
Well, it's not good. What do you think we need to work on then for the show?
Everything? I mean.
I was trying to give him positive encouragement, but man, it was hard to mask the fact that he was just not succeeding.
Tony obviously needed a breather, so we headed back to the dressing room for a little while. I wanted to actually know if he knew the ladder routine at all, so I asked him to mouth me the part to see if he had it.
See?
I've come to the conclusion that Tony's no way, shape, or form going to be able to do ladders. But he doesn't know that I know that. So I'm going to give him an ultimatum. I'm going to say either you do ladders in the show or you have to work the microphone and talk to the audience. And everyone knows that's the scariest part. We'll see what he chooses. If you either can do the ladders or you have to do the microphone, which is all the intros and outros, and do the kind of speech to the kids.
Yeah, I'll do the ladders.
You'd rather do the ladders than talk on the microphone?
No,
see what the speech would sound like.
Hey, how's it going today, folks? Kids? I can't take this serious right now. I'd have to do it.
Okay, well, do it. So you'll talk after grinders. You'll intro blenders. I'll carry the blenders on. You'll intro blenders. So do a little speech about the blenders and protein shake and how we found blenders and make music with it. Do that speech. And then we'll do the intro for Music Collage. And then do the intro for your skate solo.
Hey guys, I'm Tony. I'm gonna be roller skating. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Well, it's either that or ladders. Take your pick.
Ladders.
All right, ladders it is. I gave you an out. Tony is totally convinced that he has to play the ladder part.
I'm sweating. I'm nervous.
What's crazy is that he is so bad at it.
Had a couple run-throughs. Still don't know how to do ladders. Still don't know how to drum.
God bless his soul. There's no way we'd ever allow that on stage. Or would we? Coming up after the break, Tony faces reality.
Here we go.
And stick around as Chaos and Kindness travels to Stillwater, Oklahoma to surprise a family living in a trailer.
You always see this stuff on TV and you never think that it's gonna happen.
Right now, Justin has Tony completely convinced that he's actually doing the ladder part tonight, and Tony is stressing out big time.
This whole thing started as a joke. And as the day went on and we continued to rehearse, we realized that Tony might be able to pull this off. And I think deep down inside, he thought this was a joke. So the only way to make this not a joke was to actually do it on stage. Surprise, Tony, you're up. Good luck.
Here we go.
Tony, this is your big debut. Let's see what you got. All joking aside, Tony did an amazing job. He only had a couple hours, and luckily, he is genetically gifted with balance, coordination, and some sort of rhythm. But he shines on the roller skates, so that's what he's going back to, and he'll be doing his craft the way he wants to do it, on 4 wheels.
I did it. I did it, baby.
That was horrible. Now we shift our attention to Stillwater, Oklahoma. We were on our way to meet a family that we heard was in need of some serious kindness. We made it! We're far away. Who are all these people? How are you?
Oh, my little one.
How are you? I'm Justin. How are you?
Hi, I'm Cassie.
Nice to meet you. Cassie is a hard-working mother to 5 children right here in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
This is my youngest, Adrian Jr.
Adrian, that's my sister's Adrian. I see your belly button, buddy.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey.
What are you doing?
This is my second youngest, Lily.
Hi, Lily.
Hi, Lily.
She doesn't do well with strangers.
Ah.
This is my middle child.
No.
Jaylee, she's 9.
9, okay. And you the 4th?
Yep.
Yes.
What's your name?
My name's Xavier and I am 11.
Okay, 11. So you're in 5th grade?
Yes.
And then this is my oldest.
Okay.
Her name is Alicia. She's 13.
How are you, Alicia? Nice to meet you. Adrian?
This is the
Okay.
kids' dad.
Okay.
He comes and watches them while I sleep because, you know, I work nights and
You work nights? Where do you work?
I work at McDonald's.
Oh, okay. How far is that from here? Is this McDonald's and stuff?
Forever away from here. I actually walked the other day and it was like 5.6 miles from my job to here, and I walked it.
You walked 5.6 miles?
Yeah, I walked from my job home.
Cassie makes minimum wage. And as you can imagine, with 5 children, one of the hardest things to do is find a reliable and safe place to live. And something that they've been working very hard to change. So tell me, so where do you guys live?
Well, right now we're staying with some church friends down the street.
So whose house is this?
This is gonna be our house, April 2nd.
They've recently been approved to move into a mobile home with a nice spacious yard. So yeah, you guys excited to have a new place to live?
Yeah, I think they're tired of living with people.
I could tell how much Cassie loves her children and how hard she works for them. And she brought up the recent struggles that the family's been going through.
She was taken away from me when she was 3, and her dad got her. And just recently, her dad had some issues at home, and DHS felt like she needed to come back to mom because it was safer. So we're dealing with some adjustments because it's brand new. She's never, first time in 10 years she's ever met her family. This side of her family.
How long ago?
It's been 10 years.
No, but how recent?
She's been here about 3 weeks now.
So you haven't met anybody here?
No, she didn't know who I was. She's brand new to our family. I had her for the first 3 years, and then her dad took her, and then by the grace of God, he brought her back home.
And how do you feel about that?
Now she's home. Not happy.
You're not happy?
She's confused. She had a different life with her dad. Her dad let her kind of do whatever it is she wanted to do and hang out with whoever she wanted to hang out with, and mom's a little more strict and have a little bit more guidelines with me, but she's getting used to it.
Yeah.
We've started counseling together, and so we're on the right path, ain't we?
I could definitely sense some sadness in Alicia. It's a confusing age and a confusing time. I glanced down at her arm and I saw some writing. I hate myself. So do you really believe that you hate yourself?
Oh, I know I do. Like, see, you always see this stuff on TV and you never think that it's gonna happen.
Cassie is a hard-working mother to 5 children right here in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
And then this is my oldest.
Okay.
Her name is Alicia. She's 13.
How are you, Alicia? Nice to meet you. I could definitely sense some sadness in Alicia. It's a confusing age and a confusing time. I glanced down at her arm and I saw some writing. I hate myself. So do you really believe that you hate yourself?
Oh, I know I do.
And why do you hate yourself? What's yours say? It's your fault. Whose fault? Yours?
These are everything my dad has told me.
It broke my heart to see a young lady going through these trials and tribulations. To feel self-worth is so vital to every human being. So the best thing I could do was offer her some advice, some comfort, and some compassion. It's something I could tell that she was really needing. I don't think you need to hate yourself. I think that you are a beautiful young lady and you have an entire life in front of you. And oftentimes, and I know this will most likely go in this ear and it'll come out this one and you ain't gonna listen to me, but try anyways. And just try to understand and digest the fact that you have a whole life in front of you that you get to choose and decide what you want to do with. And there's many people out there that have difficult lives at all ages, and I was one of them. And everybody has different circumstances, and because of that, we, you know, whether it be a situation like that where you're coming from being with your dad to now with your mom, and you know, you're learning a whole new life here, and I'm sure that has just difficult layers to it. But at the end of the day, you're still in control of your own happiness. You can wake up each day and you can decide what makes you happy. Want to take a selfie with me?
Sure. I have a back button.
There's so many people in the world that like struggle, so many single moms that struggle, and you know, you talked about how like, you know, you look at child support and things like that, but what for you is the hardest thing like on a day-to-day basis? Like emotion, I mean, like Is it hard
Just
on you?
handling everything. I mean, because, you know, I was married. Me and him just recently went through a separation, and I got too many kids. It's been a mess, and home to home to home to home, so.
If you aren't getting child support and you have 5 children here
Yeah.
to take care of, I mean, and you're working at McDonald's, I mean, how do you separate your money throughout like a month? Like how do you have to pay for your rent, for your,
Yeah,
right?
normally I take like half my rent out of each check, so by the time the first comes, you know, I've got my $650, and my electric is prepaid, so, you know, I'm like during the day, no lights. I'm the only one working. And my checks are like $400 or $500 every 2 weeks.
Right.
And my rent here is like $600, so.
So at the end of the month, you've only got a couple $100 left total.
Yeah, if I'm lucky. Because I got to buy diapers and wipes and toilet paper and shampoo and conditioner. And then I just got my oldest, so now I've got to pay for an attorney to get full custody of her.
What about a vehicle? How do you
Don't
get around?
have one.
So how do you get to work?
Sometimes I have coworkers that pick me up, sometimes I walk. I have a couple friends sometimes that take me to work. It just kind of depends on who's around.
I oftentimes get asked, who are the people that inspire me? And I always say it's not athletes, actors, or guys in rock bands. It's people who take care of their family and do the best job they can when all the odds are stacked against them. And Cassie, who's making $450 every couple weeks, trying to make ends meet, can barely keep food on the table. She still gets up every day, holds her children and loves her children, and tries to find a better way. But how do you get food for the kids and clothing for the kids, all
We
those
get
kind of
food
things?
stamps, so I mean it helps a little bit with food stamps, but I mean, you know, they don't give you much. So I mean, it's sometimes hit food banks.
Right.
DHS.
Do you feel like the kids notice that? Do you think
No,
the kids
they
feel
don't
it? They don't know.
No, I don't let them know.
So
They think I go to the store and buy the groceries and bring them. I don't think my kids have ever went without. My kids don't know. I mean, they've played, the 2 middle ones have played every single sport. They played basketball, soccer, softball. Jaylee's been in cheerleading. Xavier was going to start football but changed his mind. Now he's going to band. So, I mean, I make it work. Like, if I have to work side jobs here and there to do extra things to make money, then that's what I do. But they've never been without. I mean, they've always had the best of everything.
As mentioned, Cassie's working really hard to make ends meet and do the best that she can for her family. And she wasn't looking for a handout. In fact, earlier that day, she didn't even know who we were. But I felt like we had to do something to show her that people do care and that she does matter. So we did what we thought was best. I mean, we want to help out. So what we're going to do is we're going to pay 2 months of your rent for you. And we're going to give you a $500 gift card for food so you can make sure that these kids are taken care of for a while. They give you a little bit of a head start. Okay? So we'll give you a couple of $1,000s to help you. Okay?
Okay.
Would you like that? Is that going to be cool?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. That's what we're going to do then. I'm sure you can use it.
Oh, yeah, that would be it. Blessing.
We decided to help Cassie by paying for rent for a couple months and giving her a $500 gift card to get groceries and supplies for her children. And that way the kids never know.
I know, right?
And they'll just think you're out there working and doing your thing, which you are.
I know.
And we'll
I
make
have
sure
to.
we'll take care of it. You just tell us where to send the checks and we'll make sure that your rent's taken care of. And then use it. If you got some money, put it aside so if something happens, you have that to fall back on.
Yeah, my checks.
Okay.
Because I get paid April 2nd, so we're all like stoked to get it moved in because we're all crammed in 2 rooms right now.
Well, we're going to take care of 2
So-
months of that rent.
That's awesome.
So we'll send the check to whoever 2 times.
Okay.
And we'll get you a $500 gift card to get food at whatever the grocery store so you can keep getting the things you need, the diapers, all that kind of stuff. Don't worry about it, okay?
All right, thank you guys.
Deal?
Yeah.
All right. Our pleasure.
Oh my God.
And it was nice to meet you.
This is like, see, you always see this stuff on TV and you never think that it's gonna happen. You're
That's
like,
the craziest
oh,
thing.
whatever, it's just a dream, it's all fake.
All right.
Thank
Cool.
you.
All right. Growing up, I was certainly no stranger to what a tough lifestyle was. My parents loved me dearly, but like many families that are watching this right now, you've had your struggles. And for Cassie and her family, there's no difference. They're humans, and they're doing the best that they can to be there for each other because they're family. Okay. And we met this family, you could tell how amazing they were. The children, so full of happiness, all different in their own way, and we could feel that they needed some compassion. From Alicia, and the words I gave her, I hope ring true. I hope that she grows up to be the beautiful young lady that I know that she can be, and has the confidence in herself to change the world, at least the world around her. And my advice to Cassie and anyone out there who's struggling is to hang on, to keep fighting for what you believe in, but more importantly, do the thing that doesn't cost any money at all. Show kindness and love. Because if you take the high road and you show that character, success will come your way. It might not be in money, but the wealth that you'll feel inside of being a good person, that will never go away. So remember, in a world full of chaos, it's important that all of us, whether it be here or in Oklahoma, continue to show our kindness.